Look at all the buttercups. That is pretty sweet. Well, good morning, crowd. Beautiful morning again. I wonder how many hundreds of thousands of ponderosa pine trees I've walked past in the last 2 weeks. But anyway, we are currently, I'm on the north rim of the Grand Canyon. It's called the North Kaibab Plateau, it's called. And the road that goes to the north rim over there at Jacob Lake is closed and will be till May 15th. So what I would have did is I would have drove to the north rim and walked. But now, seeing how you can't drive to the north rim because the road's closed, I'm gonna walk to the north rim, and then I'm gonna cross going north to south. So this little chunk is a 5-day chunk. I think it's 71 or, well, wait, we changed the route. It's probably like 80, I don't know, 82 or 3 miles probably altogether. Not too many miles for 5 days anyway. Yeah, I don't know exactly. The reason is because when we were looking for permits, you got to have permits to go into the Grand Canyon, or you get a $250 fine. They had an opening at a campground called Indian Garden, which is on an alternate. It's on the Bright Angel Trail, so I took it. What that does is that makes for a longer passage through the Grand Canyon. Yeah, it's 4 or 5 miles or a couple miles. I'm not sure exactly. A little bit longer. So I'm not exactly sure how far I'm going to be going on this chunk. The original number was 71. So it's 71 plus however much I added to that, probably. So it's a 5-day deal. 3 days to walk to the canyon, and 2 days across. So that'd be kind of fun. And we took the time to time it so that we hit a cool spell when we're going to be in the bottom of the canyon, because you are in Arizona and it does get hot here, and the bottom of the canyon is really low compared to this. Right now I'm at 7,000 some feet, and when I hit the north rim I'll be at 8,000 feet. The bottom of the canyon is down there around 2,000 feet. So I timed it at a cool point. It's only going to be 90 down there. It's only going to be 90, right? They say 90's pretty hot. That's what I say too. But at any rate, it's better than the 100 it'd be if I had timed it at a hot spot. So basically up the top it'll be in the 60s. In the bottom it'll be in the 90s, and that kind of deal. So that's kind of been part of the strategy. Let's be easy on ourselves. So in 5 days, meanwhile back at the camper, will pick me up on the south rim. And yeah, so that's the plan. Nice day, good day for a walk. Kind of a short day, I only have to make 16 miles. The next water source, I have a 10-mile hike to the first water, or the place I'm gonna get water, and I'm planning to. And then I'll have a 6-mile carry, so I'll have to get the water for tonight and tomorrow until I hit the next water at that point. And so there's gonna be a 6-mile water carry. Starting at probably, I don't know, 10 miles. Let's see, 2, 5, left at 6. It'll probably be about 11 o'clock this morning or so. Pick that up. And so yeah, it's pretty out here, you know. Probably see some elk. Most likely, pretty much see elk out here every day I've been walking so far. So, seen a very few mule deer. Not many of them, but occasionally. More elk than deer, I think. And so yeah, that's the plan. We're now on this last leg. When I get done with this 5-day chunk, we'll drive back around and start right where I stopped at there, or right where I started this morning. We'll start there again and go north. And that's only like a day and a half. And the whole thing is finished. All of Arizona, all the Arizona Trail. Hard to believe. But you know what? Like a lot of hard things, you just keep doing it one bit at a time, and before you know it, you get here where you think you're nearly done, you know? One step at a time. One step at a time. Yeah, well, I have a certain amount of hoofing it to do today. Well, good morning, everybody. Thursday, May 6th, 5:23 in the morning. As you can see, I'm passing through an old burn. I think it was 2006, they said. And it is pretty burnt, you would say. Most of the trees are down already. So, yeah. One nice thing about it is all the aspens, boy, they sure jump up and fill in the space. It's kind of neat. Anyway, today is day 2 of 3 to get to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. Pretty much half the day yesterday was this burn, and I suspect I have a bit more. I don't know exactly how far, but this is passage 40. Sorry, I'm in passage 40 of 42. Now, I'm going south though. They number the passages going north, and I've skipped ahead. Okay, so it's not exactly a I'm not doing this according to plan, I guess you could say. But I think a north rim to south rim hike is better for me. The majority of it is not as steep going down the north side. Now it is just as steep right at the north side. It is just as steep. You gotta basically drop off that big old escarpment down into the bottom. I mean, you lose 100 feet per tenth of a mile, kind of a deal, you know. You know, we passed Mount Humphreys, which of course is the highest spot in Arizona here. I don't know, a couple weeks ago, maybe not that far, not sure exactly. And this country here is really similar to Mount Humphreys. Really similar, relatively the same elevation too, actually. And of course, if you look up there, right up there, lots of snow still up here. You know, we actually on purpose, we put off getting up here just because we did not want to be hiking in the snow. And I'm glad we did, because there's still a lot of snow in spots up here. Beautiful country up here, actually. Yeah, it's cold too. Boy, I'll tell you what, not only is it pretty cool, it's really cold. It's funny, I slept up on that plateau, like back up there, flat and high. It was actually one of the warmest nights I've had in Arizona, maybe entirely. I didn't even have all my cold weather gear on, just to sleep. And I walked down here, man, I'm glad I didn't sleep down here. That would have been really cold. Pretty neat country, huh? Beautiful. Actually, this part of this hike has been beautiful. Nice water. Woohoo! Well, there's Dog Tank. There's a wildlife feeder or drinker, I guess they call it. Just a couple hundred yards down the way, so I didn't stop here to get water, but it looked like it would be good. Well, kids, we have just arrived at the east rim of the Grand Canyon. Now, we're going to end up going way over there before we're done. About 15 more miles that way before we get to the spot where we hike across. If you look way down in there, you can see where it comes across like there, coming down into the Grand Canyon. This is the area that's northeast of Grand Canyon. So Lake Powell is like over there, and Vermilion Cliffs is that way. And if you go far enough that way, you get to Cameron and Gray Mountain in that country. And so yeah, we have arrived at the Grand Canyon. Nonetheless, there's a chickadee right there. Hear that? Chickadee dee dee. Hear it? Chickadee dee. Hear it? Chickadee dee. Chickadee dee. Chickadees are fun. Chickadees are fun. Here we are, up on top of a little ridge up here on the North Kaibab Plateau. You know, these guys do a really good job on signage. Look at this, isn't that cool? I don't know if you can see it good or not. It's pretty neat how they do those things. Yeah, Arizona Trail. It ain't gonna rot, nothing. And so yeah, we're hiking up here. Today is the last day, assuming all goes well, of the North Kaibab. We're hiking over to a campground it's closed to everybody but Arizona Trail hikers and bikers. So basically, they've got the highway from Jacob Lake that goes south to the North Rim closed. They've got her closed till May 15th. We're gonna stay up there at that campground, and I mean, it's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be a decent hike. It's about an 18-mile day. I've already knocked out about, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 maybe. So we're making progress. As you can see, the sun is just coming up back there on all the aspen trees, which is a pretty common thing. Man, it's cold down in the bottom. I camped right on the rim, what's called the East Rim. Took a little bit of video of it yesterday afternoon. Nice and warm. In fact, it was too warm to sleep well. I'll tell you what, you hike in here, interior just a little bit, and man, oh man, does it get cold. It's cold, cold, cold. Quite a bit of snow in some places up here still. Glad I wasn't up here a month ago, that's for sure. And haven't seen any elk up here, which is surprising. No elk, not even any elk sign, actually. Quite a few deer though. See a few deer up here. So anyway, it's a day, it's a hike. Get on down the road, you know, just get as far as we can. We're gonna stay at this campground right at the edge of the canyon. In fact, there's I think the campsites are like you can look right out of them and into the canyon. And so we're staying there tonight. And then tomorrow morning, boom, down the canyon, down into the Grand Canyon. Should be an adventure. Tell you what, it's better than sitting around on your hands. I kind of like that part, actually. Kind of like that part. You know, I always loved aspen trees. I bet this is beautiful in here in the fall when they all turn yellow. It's probably beautiful in the summer too. I like North Kaibab Plateau. Pretty country. Well, I'm coming up to Sourdough Well here. I haven't been here yet. Let's see if there's water here. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, I can see it up there. There's water there, indeed there is. The truth is though, if you didn't know where the water was out here, you'd be in big trouble. Now, I know about the water because I have this application on my phone called Gut Hook, and all the hikers share information with each other about what they've seen and what they haven't. So I knew there was going to be water here, but if you didn't have that application and you didn't know, I'll tell you what, you'd have to carry a lot of water with you all the time to make sure you didn't run out. You still see there's lots of snow all over the place up here. Lots of snow. Hadn't been hard to walk on though. It's been fine. Look at that limestone. I think they call it Kaibab limestone. Anyway, you can see it's got shells in it. Isn't that cool? Oh, there's a horned toad. Well, kids, have a look at this. Check this out. Look behind me here. What do you see back there? Check that out. That is the Grand Canyon. Finally arrived today at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm getting camp set up. See over there? Under that tree right there, there's my tent. Right there. I even have my own. How do you like that? I even have my own box against the rats and voles and all the other things. Apparently all the wildlife is extremely aggressive in the canyon, that you never ever leave your backpack or anything in it that might be tempting, or else your backpack will be eaten up. See, now there you can see that tent. The guy told me, yeah, you can camp right there, but don't fall off the cliff. Pretty good place to camp, huh? Not bad. There's the canyon right there. Of course, if you were to fall off of that cliff, you'd have to go through all of those darn mesquite bushes, and nobody would want to do that. Well, I'm going to bed here shortly, so we'll be talking to you later.